السلام عليكم. نكمل المحاضرة part 2 of lecture 3. We have first of all in this part is the reading task. I want you to listen carefully about the pronunciation and we have questions you have to answer. Okay, to make your environment safer, avoid the 3 C's. Spaces that are close, crowded, or involve close contact. Outbreaks have been reported in restaurants, choir practices, fitness classes, nightclubs, offices, and places of worship where people have gathered, often in crowded indoor settings, where they talk loudly, shout, breathe heavily, or sing. The risk of getting COVID-19 are higher in crowded and inadequately ventilated spaces where infected people spend long periods of time together in close proximity. These environments are where the virus appears to spread by respiratory droplets or aerosols more efficiently. So taking precautions is even more important. Okay. أنا تقصدت أن نستخدم التعابير العلمية والمواضيع الحديثة في دراستنا لمحاضرتنا لهذا اليوم. أوكي، وكل محاضرة إن شاء الله راح تكون هي من مواضيع. After reading the previous paragraph, answer the following questions. وهذه الصيغة راح تكون هي الصيغة العامة اللي راح تجي بالامتحان، إنه عندك paragraph and you have to answer it properly using correct verbs, correct sentences with the present simple tense or any other tenses that I would explain in our lectures. The first question, what are the 3 C's? Those should be avoided to get safe environments. How can COVID-19 spread according to the content of the previous paragraph? And number 3, what are the characteristics of infecting environments? Okay. The question forms, in general, we have 3 question forms. Either using word order, that means placing the subject before the verb. Okay, for example, in case of direct speech, where does Peter lives? الكويشن فورمز عندنا 3 أشكال لصيغة السؤال. صيغة السؤال تجي أما بطريقة الدايركت سبيتش، إنه أنا أسأل الشخص مباشرة، أو إنه أنا أخبر شخص، يعني مثلا أخبر زميلي إنه شخص ثالث سألني وأنا هيجي جاوبته. أوكي، فهذا بمعنى indirect speech، إنه أنا راح أخبره بطريقة غير مباشرة، إنه أخبره بطريقة السؤال. فعندنا لصياغة السؤال 3 صيغ، either using word order, as I told you, using the subject before, placing the subject before the verb. Okay, and it is not necessary to use do or did. Okay, for example, where does Peter live? She asked him where Peter lives. Okay, فهنا راح يكون indirect speech, which is reported speech. That means I am telling a truth or telling a positive speech, but do not using a question sentences. Okay, we have many examples in this slide and in your PDF file. Please اطلعوا عليها. بعض الأمثلة اللي أنا ذكرت لكم إياها ما موجودة هنا. أوكي، أنا مختصرة بعض الشغلات هنا. الصيغة الثانية using yes or no questions, where this type of questions could be answered by yes or no, and could also contain if or whether. اوكي. وبعد الإف أو الوذر راح تكون بالصيغ الماضي. اوكي، تكون الجملة بالصيغ الماضي simple past tense. اوكي. For example, do you speak English? He asked me if I spoke English. لاحظوا وجود الإف وبعدها subject وبعدها يجي الفعل ويكون ماضي. It is raining. She asked if it was raining. اوكي، وراح تكون هنا ال raining هو انه هي تمطر، فتبقى ال raining نفس ما هي. بالنسبة للصيغة الثالثة لل question forms أن تكون بال question words like how many and how much, what is, where are, and so on. Where for example, what is your name? He asked me what my name was. okay. فهنا كلها مع بعد بال indirect speech راح يكون بالصيغ الماضية. اوكي. فهنا أنا راح أجيب لك قطعة وراح أطلب منك أن تسوي لي أسئلة وأنت تجاوب عليها وبالصيغ المختلفة. والقطعة هذه the writing task: write 5 questions and 5 answers about the following paragraph below using a present tense. okay. طبعا present tense في حالة انه انت تسأل بالdirect speech، اما اذا كان عندك indirect speech فراح نستخدم مثل ما قلت لكم الإف مع بعدها يجي عندنا simple past tense. Amoxicillin is a penicillin derived antibiotic used against bacteria. It is used to treat many different types of infections caused by bacteria such as tonsillitis, bronchitis, pneumonia, gonorrhea, and ear. And ear, nose, throat, skin, or urinary infections. It was discovered by scientists of Beecham Research Laboratories in 1972. Further developments lead to amoxicillin, whether improved duration of action. It differs structurally from ampicillin merely by having an additional hydroxyl group on the benzene ring. The main difference between ampicillin and amoxicillin is that amoxicillin is slightly more lipid soluble. As a result, amoxicillin may kill bacteria slightly quicker. Amoxicillin acts by inhibiting the synthesis of bacterial cell wall. It inhibits cross-linkage of major components of the cell wall of both the gram-positive and the gram-negative bacteria. okay, linear peptidoglycan polymer chains. I want you to write 5 questions about this paragraph, okay, and their 5 answers. In the last, I want to thank you for your listening, and please ask me if you have any questions.